Hello there everybody, and here is going to be my problems with the Surface video. More or less, it's more than problems, it's a buyer's guide to the Surface. If you're going to be getting this device, you should know the pricing, the availability, and accessories. And this video just pretty much goes over everything that is officially from Microsoft. And it's not really problems, it's just the pricing is the problem. So here we go, we'll dive in, and hopefully you understand. I really like my Surface, by the way, and I suggest it is a great tablet computer, and I don't have any criticisms to the device itself. Right in and look at the Surface itself. The Surface Pro on the right is $899.99, so it's $900, and the Surface Pro 128 gig is $1,000. So $900 for the 64 gig and $1,000 for the 128 gig, which is the one I have, and I highly recommend the more space, but it's up to you. Okay, over here we have the RT, and that one's $500 for the 32 gigs and $600 for the larger size, the 64 gigs. Now, the Surface RT also comes with two other prices. For one, for the 32 gig with a touch keyboard, and the other size with a type keyboard. So you can spend a little more and get the touch keyboard with the RT. That's the price, and I really don't complain. It's a full computer on the right, you're paying for it. I highly recommend that. And then the RT is a good device also. So both of them, I'm really, I think the price is right on both of these, so nothing to complain about on the actual Surface. Let's look at some accessories now. Okay, we're to accessories, and we're going to look at the type and touch covers. So over here you have the touch cover, which is touch, not capacitive, like a regular chiclet keyboard, and that would be $119.99, so $120, and you can get limited edition ones for the same price of the type. Okay, the type keyboard is $130, and that's the one I have. I recommend that one if you're going to do some hardcore typing, and these tablets really do need these keyboards, so I highly suggest getting these. With the Pro, since it's aimed for business, I would recommend that Microsoft include the type keyboard, the one on the right, with the Surface Pro, but that's up to them. But I do think that it's necessary when you have that device, so I recommend the type keyboard for the Pro. But the pricing on these is a little bit expensive. I don't know how much it actually costs to make this, but I think the price should go down a little, because these are really expensive just for a keyboard when you can plug a USB one in. But I really do like the quality of both of them. So let's look over here and look at the power supply. I was in my room today, and I moved over to my desk from my bed, and I wanted to have a cord by my desk. I looked it up to see how much it cost, and it's $80 for a new charging brick for the Pro, which is a little steep. If you want to go on a trip and have a dedicated trip power cable, it's $80, and that's a little more than I want to spend. I could see spending $40 or $50 maybe, but $80, that's really expensive. And then the $40 one is for the RT, for another one of those. And the $80 one only works with the Pro, not the RT, and the RT one only works with the RT, so you can't interchange them, which is really a pain. So I think the prices on these is kind of expensive. I just don't see why they need to be that much. Maybe there's something I don't understand, but in my mind, it doesn't need to be that expensive. So we're going to look at video adapters. And this is the part one of the video adapter. This is the HDMI cable. They look exactly the same, but if you get the Pro, it has a different connector on it than the RT, which is, these are pretty good price, $40 each, and that's still expensive for a connector when you can get one for like $20 or $15 on Amazon. Of course, it's not the official Microsoft one, but it is kind of expensive for these, and I guess they're just pulling Apple and making the accessories that go with it that aren't included or more expensive. Again, if you're going to get the Pro, I think they should have an option where they bundle the type keyboard and all the plugs you need, instead of having you to buy them extra. So the HDMI cables are a little expensive. And over here, this is the VGA cables, and these also, again, are $40 each, so the same as the HDMI, but these are also expensive. And I think that, like I said, this should be bundled with the Pro, if anything, because if you're at a business and you're using this for business, you're going to need this for using a projector or an external monitor. So now let's look at the mouse. Here's a little interesting thing. The one on the right is the Surface Pro, the Surface edition of the Wedge mouse. and the one on the left is the Wedge mouse that came out a few months before that, the Surface came out. So the one on the right is just stylized different to look more like your Surface, but the difference here, the big difference, the original Wedge mouse is only $40.88 on Amazon and at Best Buy. I'm pretty sure at Best Buy. And the Wedge mouse Surface Edition is $70. So $30 more, you get a different paint job. I would love to have the one on the right over the one on the left, but I mean, that price difference for the same exact mouse, just different colors and the same quality of everything, that's a little expensive. I don't really want to spend $70 on a wireless mouse, even though it does look great. So that is the Wedge mouse. I'll go here to the Office section to see the pricing on Office. Of Office 365, which is this yearly subscription thing that Office just started this year, that is $99.99 for a 1-year subscription with Skype and other things you can read about. And then, of course, you have Home and Student Office, which is $139.99. Then you have Home and Business Office for $219.99. And then you have Professional for a whopping $400.99. And with these prices, you don't even get a CD. You have to get a download card, and you can only use it once on one computer, and it can't be transferred to any other device. So you can also get a 4-year subscription to Office 365 for only $79. And that's the University Edition. That's like the best deal. I would definitely go with the University Edition for 365. It's a 4-year subscription, and you get SkyDrive, 20 gigs of storage, you get a bunch of stuff. I personally went with the Professional 2013 for $400, but I do recommend getting Office 365 if you're not planning to, and you can have multiple computers. So if you're not planning to, if you're not planning to have more than one computer, I would definitely go with the Office Professional. But if you are planning on having multiple computers at home or work, I would definitely go with Office 365. These are really expensive for just one computer. And then we'll look at the pen, which is, this is not really, necessary because it comes with your Pro already, and this is not worth the RT, by the way. It's only $30, and that's kind of expensive, and it's plastic, it's not metal. And so you don't need an extra one unless you lose yours, and it's kind of expensive just for an extra one, but that's my opinion. My problem with the Surface, or more the, general theory behind it. So I hope you like this. If you have any questions, I own some of these accessories, and I do own the Surface Pro 128 gig. So if you have any more questions, just shoot them in the comments, and I hope you enjoy this video.